after me. I don't give a...
So I'm reacting today. So a YouTuber has already put the TikToks together for me. The title is Fat Acceptance TikTok Cringe. And I think what happens with a lot of how this is coming off is angry, because they are angry. And sorry, my watch is like losing its mind right now. And that's fine. It's okay to be angry. But we're going to react to it and see if people will come for my life.
You know, a lot of people think just because you're fat, your problem is that you eat too much. But my problem is that I don't eat enough.
Okay. So there might be less than 1/8% of the population on the planet who this would be true for. If starvation mode was a thing, it's not. If it was, then we wouldn't have starvation in third world countries. People who had weight loss surgery wouldn't lose weight because they are in ultimate calorie deficits. I know this because when I first had weight loss surgery, I went probably the first 2 months on 500 calories a day or less. So that's not science. That's not science based at all.
Period. Okay?
Okay. Okay, if you are confident enough to dance, no matter how you look, good on you, because I am not. I would not, nope, No matter what size I've been, what size I am now, my body fat percentage wouldn't do it because I'm uncomfortable. I kind of feel like maybe she was uncomfortable because she kept pulling her shirt down. What do you think? You know, I mean, good on you. If you are confident in your body and how you look and all that, go for it. Dance your ass off. Does not bother me. And I think it bothers a lot less people than the fat acceptance movement thinks it does. Okay. The comments on all her videos make me sick. This is what actual fat people with fat stomachs go through for just existing. Compare the comment section on Sienna's video. Okay, so if you don't like fat people or a fat stomach or if you don't like fat people, just, if you see them on your TikTok, just keep scrolling. People are nasty. They say shit to me. I have had people at every size I have been say bullshit comments to me. Who cares? These are strangers on the internet. They do not matter in your life. They are not going to matter tomorrow. They're not going to matter 5 years from now. So don't give them attention. I mean, the girl on the right looks happy.
Dude, I think we can all agree that I'm a damn good...
Okay, so Trisha Paytas is the ultimate troll, and she's admitted it, and she says some funny stuff. I follow her TikTok, and I mean, if I don't agree with what she's saying or I think she's stupid, either I laugh and I scroll, or I just scroll. I don't ever comment to people, hey, you're a piece of shit because you're fat, or I don't agree with what, you know what I mean? Like, people do it for attention, and unfortunately they get the attention. But this, actually, I've seen this video, it's funny.
Role model, okay? Like, I'm 32, like, I'm the parents you should have. If you're being a little brat on TikTok, If you're over 18, not anyone under 18, and you're living with your parents watching this, like, get a job. A lot of these TikTokers have never worked minimum wage.
I mean, that is true. Like, I do see a lot of bratty, privileged behavior. Whatever. But she's ranting. It's funny.
And it shows. I like vegetables and I like cold ass pizza. Because I'm successful.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you, okay, she's doing pretty good in her life right now. Like, the tide has turned on public opinion with her. She has the podcast with Ethan from H3 Productions, and it's a very successful podcast called Frenemies. She just bought a mansion with her fiance Moses, who is Ethan's brother-in-law. She seems very happy. She's got a good therapist. She's like, God, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, things seem very stable and good for her. She's a millionaire. I mean, that's a lot of successful things. Being fat doesn't make you a failure. It doesn't.
Doing dances, sticking your tongue out, doing stuff that's not funny in the real world, but just cringy, it's gonna last you about as long as this app lasts. And you do not get to be inside.
And she's so right. She's so right. It's funny how this was put into the fat acceptance TikTok cringe, and I think it's just because Trisha's fat, and she says that she's fat. Like, she doesn't take that as a derogatory term. She's preaching though right now. She's right.
Oh, for that.
Apologist ditched me because Seymour's outside barking at the tree, as he does. When people tell me I'd lose weight easily if I just stopped drinking sodas. Okay, she's drinking full sugar sodas. What are they, like 120 calories a piece or something like that for that bottle? I mean, if you drink several of them a day, it'll help.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that. Because first of all, how do you know? How do you know that that's true? How do you...
I was talking to my friend Paige. She's definitely become my friend. She's also one of my coaches. She helps me with supplementation and diet. You should check her out on Instagram. Beef Nugget is the name of her business too. And we were talking about how people are often not ready to live healthfully or to take the steps that they need to live a healthy life. And that's okay. If you're not ever ready, totally cool. It is no skin off my nose, and it shouldn't be no skin off anyone else's nose. So she's just tired of people telling her to stop drinking sodas. Whatever. Me showing my belly on the internet saying being fat isn't something you should be ashamed of.
What am I getting so worked up about? I'm sure that by tomorrow, this whole ugly mess will be a funny memory.
Our top story tonight. Giant oyster has its feelings.
That's unfortunate. I mean, that's unfortunate. I mean, I think that that's sad. And if that's the case, if that was really all hate comments, she was scrolling really fast, so I couldn't tell if it was all hate comments or it was just her making a point for the video. Hello. Why am I the best dancer on this app and I'm 32? Like, I'm sorry, I'm so much more talented than everyone else. Okay, you know she's trolling, come on. I actually saw this and I thought it was funny. She's making fun of the
Bitches be
kids.
like 300 pounds and they're like, who want me? Like, bitch. You thought I was gonna make a fat joke about myself? You dumbass.
I'm glad she didn't make a fat joke about herself. I thought she was actually very, very pretty girl. And that's not you're pretty except you're fat, because I fucking hated that when people would say that to me when I was over 300 pounds. And it was like, thanks. This isn't as cringy as I thought it was going to be.
I am the darkness.
Okay, I hate this audio. All the videos for this, if you go search this audio, they're all 99% of them are cringy.
Oh, you want cuddles? Okay, I give cuddles. But I am still the darkness.
Okay.
Part 4, fat people with eating disorders, and I'm just going to give you the realist example that happened last night. So I'm trying to lose weight for this project I'm doing, and that pretty much involves my usual weight loss plan of just not eating.
Okay, so number one, she's obviously fat people can have eating disorders, and most people who become morbidly obese, there is disordered eating with getting you to that point. And so here she's talking about how she's got a project she needs to lose weight for, and so she's just going to stop eating.
Or eating like something like one little thing a day. But yesterday I didn't eat at all, and dinner time came around. And my boyfriend was like, do you want any food? And I was like, I really don't want any food. He's like, how about a little popcorn? I'm like, I don't want popcorn. How about a drink of, like a sip of like Coke or something? And I was like, no, I just don't want to eat. And so anyways, long story short, he orders food and he's like, do you want a bite? And I was like, okay, I'll just take one bite. Like, it's not a big deal. And I ended up eating the whole, like, it was like a chicken strip. Like, he got like 3 chicken strips, and I ended up eating a whole chicken strip.
A whole chicken strip. I know, it's very concerning, isn't it? So here's the problem. This illustrates the point that I feel like a lot of well-meaning people who make comments are trying to say, is that this cycle is ridiculous. Like, Trish, if you just don't, if a project comes up, it's like, this is my body how it is. I'm not going to lose 20 pounds in a month to do this project. Like, that is terrible. She starved herself for a whole day, and then the next day she didn't eat all day, and then dinner time rolled around and she was like, oh my God, I ate a whole chicken strip.
And that's all I had the whole day. And when I tell you, I could have hated myself more after that. Wait, part 5.
So that's terrible, and that is what happens a lot of times, is that the self-loathing comes and you need to eat. You know, that makes me sad. Nobody should go through that. And if you have this pattern play over and over in your life, you need to seek professional help. You need to talk to someone who can help you with this. It's an eating disorder. It's definitely disordered eating. Okay, this is dumb. This is not fat TikTok, whoever put this together. Who cares? The comment was, periods are normal, showing your pad is not, ew. Reposting because TikTok doesn't like me dancing, apparently, So, they're clean pads she's throwing. Who cares?
Girls will be 350 pounds talking about, should I dye my hair soon?
1, I'm only 330, not 350. Get it right. 20 pounds is a big deal.
I don't know what his whole TikTok was, but...
Second of all, you're right. I do need to dye this hair, boy. You is right on that one, okay? Roots are showing, you know what I'm saying? Little foofy in the back. I don't know what my weight has to do with that, seeing as how I can do whatever the fuck I want to it, whatever.
I don't understand. You know what? If people are going to say shitty things and you feel like it's directed at you, why would you give that your energy? Because there are probably more positive comments towards you that you could focus on and bring that positivity into your life rather than this. I don't know what his full TikTok was, and
poundage I am. So let's talk about you. Are you Ed, or Eddie? Because you look like all three wrapped into one, and I'm sorry, but it looks like your eyebrows are begging to be separated. Maybe you should do something about that unibrow.
So, I mean, she does have a point where there's something that someone could say about anybody, any of us. There are people who don't like redheads, and they'll say garbage about gingers, and I've had DMs where people have fetishized redheads. I hate this expression too, at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people think. If you're comfortable in who you are, and if you are working towards your goals of who you want to be and what you want to look like and what that looks like for your life, who cares? So this fat acceptance cringe turned into a life lesson. So I hope you guys have a good one. And I think we're going to have like a short training montage video kind of in between the 2 videos we usually have per week. So yeah, thanks for joining me. And Apollo is not paying attention. Oh, are you ready? Are you done? Okay. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.
Repeat after me.